to the future. Yeah! Run the metrics, breaking down the tape now. See the vision of a future great now. Data-driven, film confirmed. That's the motto, lesson learned. Data-driven, film confirmed. Welcome to the show.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Draft of the Future. This is Ryan back with another player profile. Today we are going to be talking about a position that I don't think I'm necessarily the greatest in the world at, like breaking down the tape, breaking down the film. But what I'll say is that the player that I'm bringing up here has great metrics. And when you watch him on the field, there's just certain times that you can tell, okay, this guy is great. And that's going to be Evan Johnson out of BYU. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notifications so that way you get all of our content in the future. And we're just going to go ahead and break into the film for Evan Johnson. All right, in this first play, he is going to break down on the ball and help break up the pass. Makes the catch a little harder on the receiver. So he's not on that main defender, but he breaks there, makes the catch hard, is able to break that up. Watch that again. He's dropping back a little bit, sees the pass is going to that player, drives on the ball, knocks it out. Good instincts, good decision on when to drive. On this next one, you see him bite a little bit, getting a little aggressive. So he goes in. He comes in this way a little bit, but because of that, he has a bad angle, and they're able to get the first down. I'll watch that again. Just that little bit of that little bit of drop down stopped him from being able to have the right angle to take down that receiver, and that allowed them to get the first down. And in this one, he stays right in the pocket of the wide receiver the entire time, and is able to make the pass breakup on this. So right here, he's staying in his pocket right there, and then is able to break up the play. Yeah, little handsy. I do like that about Evan Johnson is he's a physical corner. He's gonna get his hands all over the wide receiver. He's gonna be riding that edge of, is it pass interference or is it not? So it's definitely something you have to pay attention to, but I personally like that in my corners. And on this next one, there's a fake play that they run. So fake play, they pass it back. He does not bite at all and is able to stay in front of his receiver. And again, receiver is calling for the flag. But we'll watch this again. He's up here. He's the guy that's one-on-one in the end zone, but he stays on the receiver, makes the pass breakup. You saw they wanted a flag, but again, he didn't get called there. This next one is a nice run stop. He drops back a little bit, but then he realizes it's a run play, drives on the ball, helps makes the tackle. Show that one again. Drops back, realizes run, drops down, makes a tackle. That's what he does pretty consistently in the run game. In this next one, he sticks with the wide receiver the entire time, locates the ball, and makes the pass breakup. He's running with him because he's got a ton of speed. And again, this is a boomer bust play. Watch this right here. Boomer bust play. You could argue that was a hold, but he's got great athleticism. You see the vertical, jumps up, times it perfectly, just gets the hand on the ball. Watch that again because this is an example of what he can do. Speed, timing, athleticism, all that stuff. Gets his hand on the ball. That right there is a huge play that could have been a disaster. All right, on this next one, he's reading the quarterback here really, really well, sees what the quarterback's trying to do, and he gets a nice interception. He's watching. saw the quarterback make that decision. Let's watch that again. Here we go. You can see him right over here he looks in the backfield, boom, sees what the quarterback was about to do, and he makes the, terrifying run back. But look at that cutting underneath. He's got great ball skills, so if he can get his hands on it, he's normally going to catch it. And this next one, another example of his great plays, pick six, boom. He sees what the quarterback's trying to do. Watch it again, and the instincts. He knows where the pass is going. Breaks on the ball, pick six. That's such a huge play. That's like a game-defining type play. All right, the next play. We're playing against a ranked Georgia Tech team. Haynes King is a good quarterback. They had some good wide receivers last year as well. On this one, he drives down the ball and makes a nice pass breakup. He's out here, and he drives through and is able to knock that ball out. It's an awesome play because it wasn't even his guy that got the ball. They threw it to the other guy, but he's able to get in there and knock the ball out because he saw what was happening. Those instincts on display again. And then this next one, recognizes it's a run play, drives down, makes the tackle. It is a first down, but again, a sure tackle, got a hold of the legs, brought the guy down. In this next one, this is just an example of him getting off the block. I don't think he ends up making the play on this one. But, right here in the bottom, he's able to throw the wide receiver out of the way and be there. I'll show you that again. Again, this is not an exciting play by any means, but he throws, you can kind of see it come back in the bottom corner here, throws the receiver off of him and is able to get there in case he needs to make the play. That's just one of the things, again, I think that was important to show because he's a physical player that can get past blocks by the bigger wide receivers. This next one, he gets absolutely cooked by the wide receiver, but he does end up making the tackle. So we'll watch this here. He's on the outside. He gets cooked and, maybe a little push off, but look at this. Let me show you again. This is now 25-21 with 56 seconds left. This is Georgia Tech now on a 4th and 15. On a 4th and 15, the number one corner allowed a deep ball where he gets handled by the defender or by the receiver. Watch this again. He's down here on the bottom on the outside, and they're just throwing a prayer. This is basically a Hail Mary, and he doesn't locate the ball, and now they're in field goal range, which a field goal doesn't matter, but now they've got 56 seconds to go 20 yards. That's not a good play. But the reason I showed that is because I think the next thing a little bit later down in the game is such a huge play that shows the type of player he is. So here we go. There he is. He's on the same outside. They hand off there, and then he gets underneath the route, makes the interception with 7 seconds left to end the game. Watch that again. This is such a huge play. The receivers cross, so he has to take the guy cutting inside, and then he cuts underneath the route, makes the interception to end the game, and this is in their bowl game against Georgia Tech. To end the game after just having one of the biggest flubs there was. So that's the type of guy that I think he can be. He doesn't worry about what happened on the last play. Brushes it off and goes back. So Evan Johnson, he is a strong player. I'm pulling up his size right now just so I can talk about that because I don't really remember off the top of my head. Yeah, so 6 foot 185, not the biggest. I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out that he's a little lighter than that. But last year was his first full-time starting role, and he was phenomenal in coverage. Solid tackler, not great tackler. And he was a big part of that defense because they could throw him out on anybody, and he was going to make the play. So I think Evan Johnson is going to have an incredible year this year in his final season, and I think he's going to be pushing for that day 2 range. Now, could he go higher than that? Sure, but I doubt that. I think he's probably going to be a day 2 guy, but I think he has the upside to be a long-term starter in the NFL on the outside. So that's Evan Johnson out of BYU. Make sure you give him a look and come back next time for our next video.